So today, lads, I'm just going to be talking about what is going on when it comes to Caitlin Clark and how it's actually just a really bad look on quite a couple of owners, few owners in WNBA. On a positive for these owners, the general public does not care about their...
The WNBA thought Caitlin Clark...
Yeah, obviously got me pretty good in the eye. I don't think it affected me. Honestly, I felt like I got good shots. They just didn't go down. And
They thought they could push her around, shove her, trip her, hack her on drives, and no one would step up while those days are over. Indiana Fever has just sent a loud and clear message to every single bully in the league. If you come for Caitlin, you better...
kind of swatted at Caitlin. Did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that fight?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. It doesn't even make sense to me, but no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her, so obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am. So yeah.
You and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like you did. Later on in the game, they caught you guys laughing about it?
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her, so I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened.
In leading this charge, none other than Sophie Cunningham. She's not just an enforcer. She's a nightmare for anyone dumb enough to test her. The Fever just gave Caitlin Clark the bodyguard she never had. And trust me, the WNBA is not ready. Don't let that angelic blonde hair and bright smile fool you. Sophie Cunningham is one of the most fierce players in the WNBA, 6'1", built like a tank. Fearless as a lion, a defensive menace who doesn't back down from anyone. She'll hit threes in your face and then talk trash straight into your soul. She's known for getting under her opponent's skin, and when she plays for you instead of against you, that's the best bodyguard you can ask for.
We have a squad, and our depth is amazing, and I'm just excited. But to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. That's my bread and butter right there, is outwork your opponents and have fun doing it.
Sophie isn't just a physical player. She's mentally ruthless. She loves contact. She loves the battle. And she loves protecting her teammates. Remember when players were cheap-shotting Caitlin Clark every other game? That's done. You come at Caitlin now, you deal with Sophie. The Fever's front office saw exactly what was happening last season. Caitlin Clark was taking unnecessary abuse, shoved to the floor, elbowed, and targeted, and the WNBA turned a blind eye. Indiana had seen enough. They knew that in order for Caitlin Clark to dominate, she needed backup. She needed protection. And
in this play, that defense has really...
Cunningham is the ringleader, but make no mistake, this whole Fever team is coming with fire. They've had enough of the dirty plays, the underhanded tactics, and the jealousy-fueled assaults. Indiana isn't just here to play, they're here to take over. Let's be honest, the WNBA was loving the drama last season. Players were taking cheap shots at Caitlin left and right, the refs were letting it slide, and the media was turning it into a joke, but
And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay it in. There are the...
Clark, take it at the rim. Here, hesitation. You have to come out on her. Goes the... Her first.
Now, when someone tries to rough up Caitlin, they're going to feel it right back. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about respect. Caitlin Clark is the biggest name in the WNBA. She's bringing in the most fans, the most revenue, and the most attention. But for some reason, players wanted to treat her like a rookie who needed to be put in her place. Well, guess what, Caitlin Clark? CL is done playing nice, and so is Indiana. No more bullying, no more cheap shots, and no more targeting Caitlin without consequences. The Indiana Fever just declared war on every single hater in the WNBA, and with Sophie Cunningham leading the charge, it's going to be a bloodbath. Music. The message is loud and clear. Touch Caitlin Clark and you'll regret it. Get ready, WNBA. Caitlin's enforcers have arrived, and they're about to shake this league to its core. The Indiana Fever have made significant off-season moves to bolster their roster, bringing in seasoned veterans who not only enhance the team's skill set, but also infuse invaluable experience and leadership. Danielle Bonner's addition to the Fever is monumental. A six-time WNBA All-Star and two-time WNBA champion, Bonner is on the brink of making history, needing just 6 points to tie for third on the WNBA's all-time scoring list. Her ability to play multiple positions and her knack for shining in clutch moments make her a formidable presence on the court. Beyond her scoring prowess, Bonner's extensive playoff experience, having reached or advanced beyond the semifinal round in each of her last 5
Scored 40 in a game. She could do it right there. 41 for Tawana Bonner.
Bonner hesitation. Wow. Count the bucket.
Natasha Howard's signing addresses a critical need for the Fever defensive intensity of a 3-time WNBA champion and 2-time All-Defensive honor. Howard's presence is set to transform Indiana's defensive strategies. Her championship experience with teams like the Minnesota Lynx and Seattle Storm provides a blueprint for success that she can impart to her teammates. Howard's ability to guard multiple positions and her relentless energy on defense make her an invaluable asset as the Fever look to fortify their defensive schemes.
For the Indiana Fever and their quest for a championship. In Howard, an all-star and a veteran with more than 300 games played. And for Natasha Howard, return to her WNBA roots.
Sydney Colson's arrival brings a championship pedigree and veteran savvy to the Fever's backcourt as a 2-time WNBA champion with the Las Vegas Aces. Colson's experience in high-pressure situations is invaluable. Her role as a backup point guard to Caitlin Clark ensures that the team's tempo and leadership remain steady even when rotations occur. Colson's defensive tenacity and ability to orchestrate the offense provide the Fever with depth and reliability at the guard position.
ESPN, give me a job. I'm trying to do something on the camera. All right, go. ESPN, give me a job.
ESPN, by integrating these accomplished veterans, the Indiana Fever have not only enhanced their on-court capabilities, but have also infused the team with a wealth of experience and leadership. These strategic acquisitions signal the Fever's commitment to elevating their status in the league and making a formidable run in the upcoming season. The Indiana Fever just went from a rising team to a full-fledged powerhouse with Caitlin Clark leading the charge. This squad is now stacked with battle-tested veterans and tough-as-nails enforcers ready to shake the WNBA to its core. The combination of Deanna Bonner and Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and Sydney Colson, alongside Clark and Aaliyah Boston, is about to unleash a level of dominance the league hasn't seen in years.
Clark, bounce pass. There's Boston. Out big Clark. Clark.
Just step back. Going right, I may add. It's usually step back, going left.
That's where one guard.
From Clark, and Smith lays it home. You have 2 assists and a bucket on the first 3 possessions.
Quarter we have seen Caitlin Clark play.
What makes this team so dangerous? It's not just the talent. It's the perfect mix of skill, leadership, and grit. Caitlin Clark brings the star power and offensive firepower. She's a once-in-a-generation shooter and playmaker, someone who can take over games at will. Aaliyah Boston is the foundation in the paint, a dominant post presence with elite rebounding and defensive skills. Deanna Bonner is the all-time great scorer and playoff veteran who knows exactly what it takes to win in high-pressure moments. Natasha Howard is the defensive nightmare, a relentless multi-positional defender who thrives on shutting down the opposition's best players. Sophie Cunningham is the gritty enforcer ready to get physical with anyone who tries to mess with Caitlin Clark. Sydney Colson is the experienced floor general ensuring that the Fever have elite decision-making and leadership in crucial moments. This is a team built for war. Every weakness from last season has been reinforced with elite-level talent. This means the Indiana Fever are about to become one of the most electrifying offensive teams in WNBA history. Caitlin Clark's deep-range shooting and court vision will stretch defenses to their breaking point. Danielle Bonner can score at all 3 levels, making her the perfect veteran complement to Clark's game. Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard dominate inside, making sure teams can't focus solely on perimeter defense, while Sophie Cunningham and Sydney Carlson bring energy, hustle, and shooting, ensuring the Fever can run and gun with the best of
Clark
Sufficient best performance in terms of shooting the basket.
now realizes it. Clark trying to take her defender, pulls.
Really good feel for when she should take a defender based on who it is, and that time going to her left.
fast break buckets, three-point barges, dominant post play. This offense has it all if teams try to double. Caitlin Clark will have elite scorers all around her ready to punish them. If the offense wasn't scary enough, Indiana's defense just became a brick wall. This team is now loaded with elite defenders who will frustrate, suffocate, and dominate opponents. They're tough, physical, and relentless. Everything you need to win in the W last season, teams bullied Caitlin Clark. This season,
Mitchell spinning, finding Clark. 5 to shoot. Clark lays it in. Tie game.
Is used to all of this. Oh, Caitlin Clark, rookie on rookie crime right there in Mule's face.
Caitlin got out.
Oh, Jewel Lloyd misses after it. And there is, believe it or not, folks, the biggest lead of the game.
this isn't just about having great players. It's about having the right mix of stars, leaders, enforcers, and role players to dominate on both ends of the floor. The Fever are coming for blood. They've built a super team with one mission: win it all and silence every doubter. Last season, the WNBA's Caitlin Clark haters had it easy. They ran their mouths, took cheap shots, and got away with dirty plays because the Indiana Fever didn't have the firepower to respond. That's over. The Fever just loaded up on enforcers, and next season, every single hater who thought they could push Caitlin Clark around is in for a rude awakening.